Members of the Baltimore City Council criticized Mayor Scott this week over his partnership with the Baltimore Children and Youth Fund, which is guaranteed millions in taxpayer dollars every year, but operates as a nonprofit. Patrick Huff from our Spotlight on Maryland team takes a look at the City Hall budget debate.
This idea that city government, particularly the mayor's office, could then come whenever there's a shortfall and utilize the funds, I think felt deeply inappropriate to several members of this council.
That was Baltimore City Council President Zeke Cohen during a budget hearing Tuesday. At debate, a funding measure previously reported on by Spotlight on Maryland that sends 16 million taxpayer dollars to the Baltimore Children and Youth Fund nonprofit, which then sends 7 million of those funds to the Mayor's Office of Employment Development.
I want to be very careful.
Council member Mark Conway backed Cohen's criticism that the mayor should avoid supplementing his budget through a taxpayer-funded nonprofit.
So I want to make sure that we don't set a precedent that we wouldn't want to be replicated in the future.
A city official said the 7 million going from BCYF to the mayor's office would help continue to fund employment and summer programs for Baltimore kids, such as YouthWorks.
We had a shortfall, and so we approached the BCYF board and asked if they would consider investing to make sure that we were able to maintain that level of support for YouthWorks this year, and we're very grateful that they did.
A spokesman for Mayor Scott's office emailed Spotlight on Maryland stating that, quote, criticizing the Children and Youth Fund for funding YouthWorks is illogical. The funds were approved by their board as required by law and will be used on the intended recipients of the fund, Baltimore youth. BCYF did not respond to questions about why it's sending money to the mayor's office. Cohen noted that the city law establishing BCYF in 2017 includes a measure that states the fund, quote, may not be used to substitute for or replace funding for children and youth programs.
Supporting grass-led efforts within our community really was the intent of this legislation. And so if the times have changed, if the funding situation has changed, I would suggest that we as a city revisit the legislation and talk about what's worked, what's not working.
We've reported extensively on how BCYF uses taxpayer dollars to pay for travel, food, and in one instance, a payment to a crisis PR firm. We'll have more soon on how the city budget for BCYF impacts local charities. For Spotlight on Maryland, I'm Patrick Huff.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.